Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday. Scale went up yesterday, a couple of ounces, 0.2. So is that 3 ounces? So a 3 ounce gain. So we continue on to next week. You guys know how I do things. Yesterday was a great day. I hadn't seen my aunt in what I think is at least 13 years. And she came to Florida and we saw her. So it was nice to see her. She's my aunt and she's my godmother. So it was really nice to get to see her. So yesterday was a pretty good day in general. Other than that, everything is just status quo, right? Keeping it going, I don't really have much to change, much to do. We just press forward. The goal is always going to be the goal, and I'm not going to change because of a gain of a few ounces. You guys know how I do that. And we just keep going, press forward toward what we're doing here. I always got to make the approach dramatic. It's always got to be this 2 steps forward, 1 step back whenever I get close to a goal, right? And then all of a sudden, like, I remember once, I can't remember which goal it was, maybe 150. I was 0.2 away from 150, and like the joke was like, just go and pee or something and get the 150. But I was 0.2 away. It was 149.8 was the total loss. And man, does it get dramatic. And then all of a sudden the next one is like, 3 pounds, and it blows right past the goal. But it's so funny how it gets so dramatic as you get closer. And this one being the last goal, the big one, right? It's no less dramatic. It's no less dramatic. But we got to do what we got to do, right? So it doesn't matter what the goal is. It matters that you do the work, right? So you could sit here and pay attention to the result all day. You can celebrate the result all day. You can commiserate about the result all day. And if the one thing you're not doing while you're doing all of that is if you're not doing the work, then you're messing up the next result anyway, right? So, like I said yesterday, whatever it is, if you're commiserating because of the scale, if you're celebrating because of the scale, make it short and sweet and move the hell on. Get back to work, because it doesn't matter. In the end, I've hit a few goals in the last 6.5 years, right? And I could tell you that every single one that's been hit is never as climactic as it feels like it's going to be. And I would like to believe that 200 pounds loss is not going to feel that way, but at the same time, logically, I can't see it any other way, because logically it has been presented to me that this is what's happened every other time, and this is what's going to happen the next time. So in reality, whatever it ends up being, it is what it is, and I have to move on, right? So if 200 ends up being anticlimactic, then it ends up being anticlimactic, and I go on to what comes next in my life. Either way, the work needs to be done to get there, and then the work will need to be done after I get there to do the next thing. Because there is no okay, learn how to maintain. No, there is the next thing, right? And there's always going to be something to shoot for, something to improve, something to be looking at, a goal to achieve, and it's just the next thing. And because there is no version of the world where I become relaxed and say, okay, well, this is here, this is it. That's not the kind of person I am. At least not now. Not 6.5 years into changing my life. There's no way. and maybe the goals become different, but there still will be goals. And maybe they'll be driven by percentages of, body fat composition, and whatever it is. And maybe it'll be good for me to do that too, because the results will be coming further apart, and I'll have to learn with, if the goal is a body fat percentage, the scale is not going to tell me any of that. And even the scales that claim to be able to tell you that, it's just a nonsensical algorithm that's driving that number, and it can't really be depended on, no matter how much the manufacturer says it's accurate. Until those kind of devices can see your organs and decipher their weight, it's not going to be anything like a DEXA scan. And so I move on with my life. But the main theory here, the main point of all of this is, no matter what, the work needs to be done. No matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're doing, no matter what the result is, the work needs to be done. It doesn't matter if you're angry. It doesn't matter if you're happy. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Because if the work's not getting done, the next result is not going to be happy, or it's not going to be angry, right? So either way, work needs to be done. Work needs to be done. Work needs to be done. And if you're not doing it, it's not going to do it. And maybe that result doesn't present right away, but eventually it will. Everything you do eventually shows up. And you may think you're getting away with it in the moment, but in reality, not the case. It's Sunday, it's the Lord's Day, it's family day, it's football Sunday. Whatever you're doing today, enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, enjoy your worship, enjoy your football, enjoy your Sunday. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all.